Good morning and welcome to the first game of the day here at Western Province Cricket Club for the Under-18 Boys Cup section between the Heat and the All-Stars. The Heat in the red and black playing from left to right on your screens. The All-Stars in the white and black playing from right to left. Heat with early chances inside the circle. The snapshot comes in. It's a great save. Eventually off the post, and it will be a long corner. Mani Makaleni, one of those to watch in the side. Certainly adds a lot of value. SA under 16B last year. As we see a ball directed into the circle once again and just goes over the top, and that will be the All-Stars sigh of relief. If you just look at the logs as it stands at the moment, the Royals and the Heat tied at 3 points, each getting a win yesterday. The Heat beating the Rebels 2-1. A fairly tight game, missing obviously skipper Joe LaRue here, who's back on the park today. Interesting to see where he's going to be playing, if he'll be playing in the midfield or more at the back. And then the All-Stars suffering a 4-2 defeat to the Royals, and they are sitting at the bottom of the log at the moment. So certainly points towards the Heat being the favourites. When you look across their side, you've got Chavez Sanger, Daniel Rightford, Lamani Makaleni, all representing South Africa in terms of defensive positions, as well as, of course, Joe LaRue, SA under 18A. He's going to have a big flicking game as well. So, as we said, that shot comes in from Matthew Roach, well dealt with by Ethan October. Clears out to Harry Morgan. All Stars still in possession. They'll win the free hit just outside the 23. Moving forward up front for the Heat, got Callum van Oudtshoorn, a massive name for them in the midfield. We struggled to get away from defenders yesterday and progressive ball forward, but obviously today being on a much slicker A turf, it's going to be quite different. We see a very good connection immediately there from Callum. Then moving up forward, you've Son, who's the Western Province under 18B keeper this year. He is going to be quite important for the man. And up front, Daniel Fisher and Ollie Roach, very good strikers, especially Daniel Fisher playing in the under 17A side, SA under 17 side rather this year. So it'll be interesting to see how he can get onto the ball and impact the game. Then alongside them up front will be Matthew Cordoza, striker from Paul Roos, also played in that Boyland under 18 side. He'll be number 93, so look out for him. It's going to be an epic clash, as we've seen yesterday. Neither team's given an inch, as we said. The beauty of the CPL, teams leave their school colours behind and link arms with players from all over representing their franchises for the weekend. LaRue, centre back. We'll see the Heat play this wide back three. It allows LaRue to find midfielders like Hughes going forward, and then the beauty of this is this wide link position. It really stretches opposition defenses and allows them to attack either the shoulder of the or the T-point region. And Rightford makes a great tackle here. Morgan will win the free hit. He's going to look to take this quickly, Will Morgan. A wayward pass finds Callum van Oudtshoorn. Now to Roach. Dispossessed. That one just going the way of the Heat. Inati Oshelo just popping it onto a foot. LaRue. Now you see the All-Stars sitting so deep. They're not going to press. LaRue is about to walk it into the 23. There we go. The ball comes into the circle. And it is the number 91 for the Heat, who just couldn't get his hands on it. Ball flying over the top of the goals. Out to the right-hand side they go, the All-Stars, but dispossessed. Couple of tackles on Paulsa down the left-hand side. Also someone to watch out for in the midfield. He was super solid in defense yesterday and managed to get the ball going forward as well. Lamani finds LaRue. Out to the right-hand side. There's the space that we're speaking about, the T-point area. Ball into the circle, and Fortunately, just misses out on that occasion. So it will be a sigh of relief for the All-Stars. They look to take it quickly. A ball into the midfield finds Farrier. Now, this is where the All-Stars are so dangerous. They want to play on the counter. They want to play in this 1v1 battles up front. Farrier's in the circle, but LaRue does well to sweep up. Hughes in a pocket. Familiar connection there, Hughes and LaRue. One from school, obviously both players playing in that sack side, number one side in the country this year. Now Hughes. Doesn't make a mistake on 1v1 defense, does Hughes. LaRue shapes long. Goes over the top. That's a brilliant ball. Finds Morgan. Morgan's got a turn of speed. Here he goes. Ball's up into the circle. Snapshot comes in. Forces a save. The Heat applying a lot of pressure here on the All-Stars. Thomas Day couldn't find a connection in the bottom corner. And the All-Stars clear for the safety of the Lions. The All-Stars in what we call quite a negative press. It's just so slows the game down. They're almost just waiting for the Heat to come to them. Hopefully they'll step it up and put a little bit more pressure on. Create a bit more exciting hockey. As we saw, the Raptors yesterday did a similar thing to the Raiders. Raiders, a side that's been earmarked as probably one of the sides to beat in the tournament. Here we go. LaRue onto the baseline. Finds Day, who goes, it's off the upright. Thomas Day with a brilliant effort at goal. And unfortunately just centimeters too wide. The All-Stars once again breathe a sigh of relief. There you go, aerial. That one's going to be dangerous as it catches Thomas Day on the way through. You see the All-Stars flood numbers back. They're not going to leave the 23, and unfortunately if they do this, they're not going to spend much time in the opposition half. I'd like to see them test the players at the back. Obviously LaRue, but when he's out of position, I'm going to try and press. Here we go. Right foot cleans up the counter-attack once again. It's going to be interesting to see how Coach Pierre LaRue deals with the counter-attacking threat now from the All-Stars. That's what they want to do. They're going to sit deep. They're going to wait for the Heat to play towards them, and then they look to hit on the counter. They want to get into those 1v1 battles high up the field. Paulser with a brilliant ball, cut out. And now it's going to be a full day of counter-attack here for the All-Stars. Just onto a foot. Wells goes out to the left-hand side. LaRue. Now to Naylor. First touch of the game for him. Onto the shoulder they go. Backstick shot comes in. And just wide. From Sachin Pillay. He had an open goal opportunity missed yesterday. He won't be happy with that attempt either. Carrying into contact is the All-Stars at the moment. Just got to find a bit of room. How can they connect? Van Oudtshoorn goes all the way back onto his own tee to collect this one. He's under pressure from Naylor. Naylor picks his pockets. He turns. He's looking for Morgan, who is waiting for the ball on the shoulder, but Van Oudtshoorn, the skipper, does well to get away with it. Lassen makes a tackle. It's a great one. Morgan with some speed down the right-hand side. Opts for the long handle into the circle. Trapped. Pillay looking for something, and a short corner is awarded. The defender did well to carry onto the baseline and then just popped the ball up dangerously. So it will be the opening penalty corner of the game here for the Heat. And with a man like Joe LaRue at the top of the D, there's no doubt as to where this one's going. speaking to Coach Pierre Leroux before the game, obviously Joe's dad, he says, well, I'm going to tell Joe to go bottom left, but knowing him, he'll probably go against the wishes and go up top right. He got a yard dad reply. So let's see where Leroux goes here. Lassen on the injection, right foot on the stop. Goes to Leroux, who flicks up and right. We called it here in the commentary box, and that is an unbelievable finish from Joe Leroux to open the scoring account here on day 2 of the under-18 CPL. Now, under pressure are the All-Stars. They haven't really found a connection going forward. Over the top they go. Couple stick tackles coming in there. So it will be the All-Stars ball through number 163. Leroux concedes another one just outside the 23. And that'll be that. The hooter at the end of the first quarter goes here. It is the Heat leading by 1-0, courtesy of a lovely drag flick into the top right corner from Joe Leroux. Well, it's all heating up here. Don't go anywhere, we'll join you after the break. Good morning and welcome back to day 2 of the under-18 CPL here in the under-18 Cup between the Heat and the All-Stars. Seems to be a bit of confusion as to when the whistle's gone. Well, 4th time lucky, as they say. We get the restart underway. Play. Presses nice and highly up against the 147. Over the top. That one's going to be won by Paulser. Now finds Lassen in a pocket. Sends it out to Hughes. He shapes for the overhead. Decides against it. Farrier. Eliminated. Now with Paulser. Beautiful ball into the circle. Difficult to deal with. And diving in is Pillay. Looking to get something on it, and not on this occasion. Malingo now gives chase. Yeah, stick block called from umpire AB. Morgan looking to take this quickly. Play before the All-Stars defenders flood the circle, but here's a great ball for Pillay. Pillay on his reverse. Sends it into the net. A lovely finish that started from a great pressing action. It is the Heat now, up by 2-0 in the second quarter. The All-Stars are really struggling to get anything going forward here. Lefa concedes it, taken quickly by Naylor, who's playing with confidence now. Tongai into Morgan. And it is absolutely quality here. A team goal started once again from a great pressing action. Naylor taking it quickly to Morgan, to Tongai. And Morgan putting the finishing touches on a brilliant counter-attacking goal. Now, the floodgates are certainly opening here. 3-0 to the Heat. Hughes. Looking to take it quickly, opts against it, sends it out to Cameron Wells at the back. Big ball. And unfortunately, takes a touch there from the number 79, Dominic Joshua, centre back. So it will be Wilkins on the ball. Hughes with the redirect, finds Morgan. He's shaping on his back stick. Naylor got in the way of that one, but he's still in possession. Can he get something out to redeem himself? And he can't, unfortunately. And it lands favorably for the All-Stars. Holland Mutter van Oudtshoorn takes it quick. Looking for a connection up the field. They'll win the free hit. He goes aerial. Unlucky for the Heat as they concede the hit. Ball bobbling around. Van Oudtshoorn plays it across to Leffer. On his reverse, he's turned. Lassen maybe getting a little bit greedy there. Overcommitting, allowed Leffer to roll on his inside. Aerial gone awry from Chavez Sanger, and that'll be a short corner. Wells, the clearance went straight up into his own player. And that will be the opening penalty corner of the day here for the All-Stars. A rare mistake from Chavez Sanger. Looked to go over the top, fluffed the aerial, and that has given the All-Stars a chance. Dominic Joshua steps up to the top alongside Roach. Van Oudtshoorn on the injection. Goes to Roach for the flick. Goes low. Well saved by keeper. Morgan looking to play on the counter. Has he found anyone up there? He was looking for Tongai up at the top. And looks like it just ran away from him. Heat. Exciting game. Putting a lot of pressure on the opposition. Forcing them to go over the top. Forcing them to play into counter-attacking shapes. Lassen. A great cover tackle. Johan Oendal gives chase to Lassen, the Namibian under-21 player. And calm as you like, Maddie just puts it onto a foot. He says we'll take the free hit all the way from the back. Hughes. Nice to see the All-Stars applying a little bit more pressure. Wells. Out to Wilkins. Goes for the lovely slap up the line to Morgan. Well tackled by Joshua. Leffer tucks inside. Finds Joshua once again. Leffer with some speed. Cut out ball. And Wilkins does well to just win it. He goes out to the right-hand side now to Morgan. Over the top Morgan goes. As the Heat flood numbers forward. Can Morgan find a left foot? He's gone down one. Here we go. Chance for the Heat once again as Morgan looks to fire a ball across the circle. Picked up by Van Oudtshoorn. Roach. Looking for a connection, picked up by Sanger. He's going to take it quickly here. Thomas Day. Carries. Finds Naylor. Naylor goes for the shot. on the near post. Misses out on that occasion. Had a couple of players running at Peace Spot. I'm sure you won't be too happy with that outcome there. Under pressure now is the 129 of Luke Rimmer. Lassen. Out to LaRue. Finds Lassen again. The All-Stars go back to sitting very deep. Ball into the circle. Cut out by the All-Stars. But one again. A diving effort at the far post from Rightford. To none avail. Makaleni. Looking for Tongai inside the circle as his hand goes up there. He knew it was a good ball, just difficult for him to trap at his feet. Yorked him with the bounce. Over the top the All-Stars go. Looking to just clear for safety. Big ball. Finds Rightford. Just couldn't trap it. Heat winning a free hit inside the 23. Taken quickly by Rightford. Naylor couldn't trap it. Here we go. The All-Stars on the counter-attack. Through the number 120. Fisher. Makes a steal. Gets his eyes up. Can't find anyone, and it's a great tackle from Wilkins. That's great defending. Got the striker exactly where he wanted to be and made that step with confidence at the right time. As we see Rightford with the ball. A lovely little under the shoulder dink to Malingo, and a great save from the keeper there, the All-Stars. Now Wilkins once again looks to deliver to Rightford, who's playing a little bit higher on the almost the right link position. They clear for safety. All-Stars sitting deep once again. LaRue, he's going to send it out to Sang, who's under pressure. Receives, carries onto his backhand, finds Makaleni. Big ball into the circle. Who's going to get on it first? Falls kindly for Naylor, who's going to win the free hit. Taken quickly. Players flood around the P spot. Naylor's into the circle. Gets it going towards goal, and unfortunately just blown up for stick obstruction. Rimmer. Now to Fisher. This is where the All-Stars are dangerous. Fisher's got some speed. LaRue just holds on the inside, and unfortunately Fisher couldn't get around there. Hughes. Now the game's opening up. This is exactly what the Heat want. They want to try and play with as few All-Stars players inside the circle. Aiden Hughes with a touch! And a brilliant goal from the 162 of the Heat. It is James Armstrong from Bridgehouse. The second one of him for CPL. It was a brilliant ball from LaRue into the circle. And Armstrong, with the slightest touch, offset the keeper and takes the goal tally to 4 for the Heat. Now, the All-Stars, they've got to look to change something. Just struggling here to get anything going for them. Thomas Day on the counter. And as the whistle goes, the Heat were looking dangerous there, but that will be the end of the first half here in the opening game of day 2. The Heat leading 4 goals to 0, courtesy of some lovely counter-attacking hockey. What will the All-Stars do at the break? What will they change? They've got to find a way back into this game, and that starts now. Well, we'll see what's up for us coming up after the break. Good morning and welcome back to the second half here in the Sunday 18 Boys Cup clash between the Heat and the All-Stars. The Heat are running riot at the moment, leading by 4-0, courtesy of some lovely finishes. Just the one penalty corner goal from skipper LaRue went into the top right corner, followed up by field goals from Pillay, Morgan and Armstrong. As we see Cameron Wells dinks one into the circle. There's troublesome times for the All-Stars as they look to clear. Play on is the call. Makaleni mistraps. Inati rather mistraps there. And unfortunately gives possession back to the All-Stars. Under pressure once again as the All-Stars work their way further back towards their own corner, but they do well. Over the top they go. Now it is Makaleni makes the steal. LaRue comes flying in, hot on Fisher, and wins the free hit. His turn to go over the top. That's a brilliant ball to Naylor. Naylor eliminates, shoots across the face. Play on is the call, and unfortunately just lifted dangerously there from the previous goal scorer Armstrong. I don't know why he lifted that up. He was in a great position, Armstrong. He just needed to dink that one towards the goals. Decided to go on the aerial route, and umpire Kubus rightly calling that dangerous. Now, Naylor with a left foot ball, looking for Armstrong. He's just found a foot there. That's why pass went a bit wayward. Day. Naylor. Not too sure why that one was blown. I think Naylor's was called not 5, but the pass from Day looked to be much wider than that. Anyway, Here we go, ball over the top now, through the number 90 of the All-Stars, Jake Smith. Looking for the ball to Roach in the midfield. Wins the back stick, so they'll get a free hit. The All-Stars are not in any rush to get up the field. Looking quite defeated at the moment. Hopefully they can find something here to take out of this game. Nati with a bit of a stick tackle. He's got to be careful. You don't want to concede a card now. Being on top of the game. Naylor just looking to cut the ball high up the field here. Rimmer sends it over the top to Fisher, who's done well to keep it in. Wells gives chase. Fisher wins the free hit just outside. Umpire says there's no advantage to be had. It's got to move at 5. There we go. It's gone. Players marked tightly inside the circle. Can the All-Stars get anything out here? Rightford makes the interception. It's now with Lamani. Finds Mugashelo. Pulls it across. He's looking for the goal scorer Armstrong, but it will take a deflection, so it will be a long corner as the Heat flood numbers forward. They want to play quickly, as we've said before. Rightford pumps it into the circle, takes a deflection. It's in the net, but that deflection just being outside. So another long corner. The Heat certainly playing with confidence and flair as LaRue goes over the top to Rightford. That's a good ball, unfortunately just over the top of Rightford. Rightford, a tall lad, so LaRue a little bit overzealous with that one. And here we go, Joseph sends it out to the left-hand side. Under immense pressure, the All-Stars, the Heat, doing well to win the ball now through Makaleni, who immediately goes over the top to Inati. And on the back of his stick is the call. Joseph. Cut-out ball by Hughes. Day into a pocket. He's done well to get out of that. My goodness, as Thomas Day. He's won the free hit as well. Makaleni steps off. LaRue. He's got an overlapping Wells. Can he see him? Goes for the straight ball in, and oh, Rightford with the deflection. He got too much on it. Cricketer in Rightford as well. That one is guided straight to point. He was looking for the gap to the third man region. Another great opportunity for the Heat. It's nice to see Rightford, normally a centre back, making his way down the field. Roach winning the free hit for the play, not being 5. Now up to Van Staden, back to Roach, cut out by Lamani, who's going to win the free hit. He does well. Unfortunately, carries over the sideline though. Roach mistrapped. Wells to clean up. He's got Nail out to the left-hand side. Wells overlapping as the Heat full speed ahead. Finding Nati. He's got a man on far post. And is he going to use him? Wells on the balls. Backspace shot. And the centre back, Cameron Wells, secures the 5th for the Heat. A brilliant team goal that started with Wells when he made the interception on his own tee. Passed and progressed up the field, and eventually found himself in an unfamiliar territory on the P spot. And a brilliant way to take the Heat to their 5th goal. Once again, All-Stars struggling to get out the back. That's been their kryptonite today. Rightford effects the steal. It's a 4v2 at the moment. Rightford, he's going to go for the flick. And he's shot that one at the keeper, unfortunately. Looks to be Lassen, rather. He had a couple of players on the far post. He'll get a mouthful from that. That one dangerously lifted from 127. Looks to be Justin Brown.
And now Makaleni. Out to Wells, the goal scorer. Lassen with a rare mistake. Difficult one to trap, bouncing around. Van Oudtshoorn. Over the top. Cut out by Makaleni. He's going to win the free hit. Makaleni, someone who's come a long way. Didn't make any provincial sides in under 14. Then eventually made selection for the under 16 C side last year. And due to an injury was called up to the Pens, where he was player of the team. Subsequently made it into the Western Province under 16A side this year at their successful IPT campaign. So someone to really look out for going forward. Another talent coming out of Langa, made into the SA under 16B side, so keep your eye out. Remember the name, Lamani Makalen. Joseph, once again, he's going to take his 16. Goes aerial. This time, finds some space. Wilkins steps through. Now, to Morgan. Morgan with the dink onto a foot. He's going to look to take it quickly here through Paulser. Finds Hughes. That's a brilliant ball from Paulser. Hughes riding a couple of stick tackles. Advantage being played. Sends it onto the baseline for Pillay. The shot comes in just wide of the upright once again. Lassen this time. Millimeters from the sixth. But it's Paulser with a great interception. Found himself in the right place. Unfortunately, Van Oudtshoorn stands tall, makes the tackle. Launching the counter-attack here. Down the left-hand side they go. Wilkins connects with Hughes. Hughes goes aerial on the run. That is an incredible amount of skill. He needed another couple of meters on that and it would have been really good. And conceding the hit for not being 5. The All-Stars going to play down this right channel. They've got some space. Morgan gives chase. Paulser makes the interception. It's gone over the baseline for a long corner. Right, Lassen once again just making that interception. The All-Stars not really committing players forward. You'll see the massive disconnect between their midfielders and their defenders. They're more worried about the counter-attack that the Heat possess. The Heat are leaving players up, as you'll see on the bottom left of your screen. They're forcing the players to go forward. Big ball cut out by Paulser. Now with Hughes. Sends it up to Mogoshello, who turns on his back stick. Shot comes in, initially saved. And the rebound for Pillay, again millimeters wide. The Heat struggling to find their 6th goal here. Big slap. Oh, here's a high-lying striker. Here we go, a chance for the All-Stars. A brilliant finish for the number 118, Johan Odendaal. He was high inside the opposition D, lingering around. The Heat almost caught napping. Playing without a centre back, it seemed, at that stage. And Johan Odendaal finds a consolation goal here for the All-Stars. Wells. Ball into the circle and Pillay in some beautiful space. Touch from the defender, just offset him. Ball went behind his back. It was a great ball once again from Hughes. But now the Heat enter through the right-hand side. As that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. The All-Stars have finally found something to take out as they win the first goal of the game. The Heat currently leading by 5-1, struggling to find the 6th. What pearls of wisdom is Coach Pierre Leroux going to give to the team here at the quarter break? Well, join us after the break and we'll see how this game's going to finish out. Off the post for the second time this game. Pelé finds the post. On this game, Pelé finds the post. That was an unbelievable start to the quarter. I wish that had gone in. That would have been clipped as one of the top goals of the CPL thus far. Leroux fielding an impeccable timed overhead to Hughes on the run, receiving it at speed, a ball across to Pelé, who had pretty much an open goal and just found the post for the second time. But here we go, Morgan goes on the outside, loses control. Van Oudtshoorn makes the tackle. Lassen. Van Oudtshoorn makes the tackle. Lassen. Now back out to Leroux. Hughes in a pocket. He's got out the 3. That's brilliant from Aiden Hughes. Finds Lassen on the outside. Hughes onto the shoulder. Dispossessed. As now they launch the counter-attack down the left-hand side. Go the All-Stars. Wilkins. On a foot. Van Oudtshoorn takes it quickly into the circle. Right foot does well to clear out wide to find Aiden Hughes. Drop out ball to Leroux. It's opening up as the teams have acres of space to carry into. Leroux finds Morgan up the right-hand side, looking for Lassen inside the circle. Joseph gets a touch, but it has eventually landed up with Lassen. Couple of wayward tackles and passes now as the game's opened up. Players are getting tired. Leroux is going to look to fire one into the circle here, and will just be a long corner. He'll be happy with that, Leroux. Not many options just to get an outcome. Paulson on the ball. Going all the way out to the corner, it seems. Wilkins, a little 1-2 action with Paulson. Left foot as well, but it's still with Paulson. That's a massive stick tackle. Advantage being played. Ball into the circle. It's loose. Cleared by the All-Stars, and not too sure the Heats have too many players back here. Good opportunity for Roach to exploit. Counter-attack is on. Roach gives chase. Is he going to get there? He puts it onto a foot, it seems, but play on's the call. Shot comes in. Takes a deflection over the top, and it will just be a long corner. As we said, that's what the All-Stars want to do today. They're going to sit deep. Now the Heat in deep defense for what feels like the first time in this game. Finds Rimmer. Out to the right-hand side now as you hear Coach Pierre Leroux calling players outside. He's sending some players up the field already. Thomas Day concedes a stick tackle. Crash ball in. Mistrapped at the far post. Leroux's going to take this quickly. He knows he's got players up the top. On the spot it goes. Big slap. Looking for Lassen. Takes a touch. Lassen's going to move the ball quickly. He's got Pelé up to his right-hand side, and Hughes as well. He's found Pelé. Ball across to Hughes. Hughes with the snap finish. That is an excellent goal from Aidan Hughes. He received the ball from Lassen on the baseline, stopped, waited for the keeper to go down, and easy as you like, popped it into the net to take the Heat to half a dozen. All Stars. Just the one goal to answer for this onslaught. Can they find a way back? Joseph into the middle for Rimmer. Tackled lovely by Makaleni, who will win the free hit. It's a brave tackle, you get in there. Of course, if you get the ball and the player takes you out, it's deemed to be obstruction. And that's exactly what was the case in that occasion. Makaleni. Ball onto the baseline, looking for Morgan to make that lead, and it was the right ball. If Morgan had just made that lead onto the baseline and redirected the ball towards Lassen in the goal mouth, another sure goal for the boys in the red. But Pulser, brilliant little run from him. He's had a great game in the midfield, as Jared Pulser, the midfielder from Pinelands High School. He's certainly someone to watch as he moves through the ranks to the club scene. Super calm and collected on the ball. Carrying down the left-hand side, and it will be Naylor who's going to get a card here, I feel. Not a card, rather just a harsh whistle and a talking to. LaRue sweeps up as he does so well at the back. Oh, the hit's gone towards the All-Stars. And another one, taken quickly. Makes the interception is Day. Pulser once again to the rescue. Bullied off the ball by Rimmer, who makes the steal. Now Pulser on their counter-attack charge. Ball up the left-hand side to Armstrong. Up to the right for Naylor, who's got Makaleni on his left. He goes into the circle, forces the save, and that ball's gone over the park. He sees open for Naylor there. He had Makaleni to his right. And defenders just backed away, which allowed him to take the shot. Makaleni on the ball now. Sends it out to Wilkins. Ball onto the backstack of Inati. Unable to trap it. So it will be another All-Stars restart. One in the press now from the Heat by Morgan. Just rushed that ball, looking for Armstrong inside the D. It's a great effort to initially win the ball. Just needed to make sure that that pass went to stick. All-Stars out to the right-hand side now. Where is they going to find a connection? Naylor wins it. A lovely pass today under his shoulder. Now to Inati Mugashelo. The cut-out ball is wide. Another good opportunity for the Heat. Gone a begging. If these goals were 15 centimeters wide on each side, I think the Heat would be up by 10, 11 already. Armstrong's hit the post twice. Lassen nearly misses on the outsides. Pulser couldn't make the steal, but it is Rightford who traps up behind. Launches another counter-attack through Naylor. Lovely piece of elimination skills. Can he get the pass away? He's still going, is Naylor. Will he win the free hit? Oh, it's great defending from Callum van Oter there. Just biding his time. Waiting for Naylor to make the mistake. And just a wayward pass. It's going to give the Heat another chance to come firing back. Ball down the line to Sanger. I did think that one went out. just rolled on the line. Umpire Kobus making sure it gets taken back. Right, now with Makaleni on the reverse. Hand up in apology. He knew that was ambitious. A difficult skill to implement at the best of times, and then when you're carrying it at full speed, it makes it even harder. Rimmer looking for an option. Now goes out to the right hand side. It's a great press from the Heat, just cutting out all the options. Paulson makes the tackle. Rimmer. Now out it goes. Once again to Joshua. Onto a foot. Big ball into the middle. Mistrapped by Fanotso and Makaleni. Another standout player for the Heat today. He's been on the ball a lot. Looking for the pass. Couldn't get it off, unfortunately, and concedes the hit. Fanotso. Ball into the middle. Paulsa picked up. Thomas Day. Out to Naylor in some space. That's a great lead from Inati Mugashelo to just open up the right foot. But Naylor couldn't get the pass away. One now by Sanger. Bit of miscommunication. But Fanotsuren gets the pass away. Is Farrier going to get there? It's fingertip stuff, but just outside of reach. Right foot. To Wells. Now with Wilkins. He looks up, assesses the options, he decides to go down a left foot, always a safe option as a right half. Carry infield and drag it down a left foot. Mugashelo. Got some hands, he'll win the free hit. Look to take it quickly. And that will be that. The end of game one here on day 2 between the Heat and the All-Stars. It is the Heat taking the win by 6-1 through courtesy of a flick from Joe LaRue in the first. Pillay and Morgan alongside Armstrong capitalized in the third. Wells and Hughes putting the finishing touches. And it's just the one goal from Odendal, the All-Stars, to answer for it. It was domination from the Heat, and it'll be great to see how they're going to go on in the tournament. For the All-Stars, how will they find a way back? We'll see when we speak to the captains coming up shortly with the post-match interview. Alban?
Thank you.
Very safe.
Thank you very much.
Your first name again?
Nathan.
Nathan. Cool. Microphone. Oh, is it on the camera? Okay, you just stand there. I'm going to stand here.
Okay.
You can chat to me. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. Okay, we're joined here by the Heat goalkeeper. How was that game? I needed absolute domination in the first half. Made a couple of saves, but not much work to do for you. How did you find it looking at it from the back?
It was quite interesting to say the least. I'd say our team did very well against this, especially against the one keeper. I forgot his name. The All White. I see that he's a very good keeper, and he tried his best.
For sure. It was great team goals scored. I
Yeah.
mean, counter-attacking goals. We had one PC goal at the start. What are you looking forward to going through the rest of the tournament?
Just to have fun, really. Just having fun, having new friends, getting new friends. Yeah.
For sure.
It's
Awesome.
my
Thank
first
you
time
so much.
playing, really.
Awesome. That's great to
Yeah.
know. So thank you so much for that, and we wish you all the best for the rest
Thank
of the
you.
tournament. Cheers.